Okay. Hmm. Alrighty, part two. I just got back from the farm like about 20 minutes ago. I didn't take a shower yet. I washed my face, I washed my hands and arms, and these are the pants I wore to work, and these are the pants I'm going to work out in. I'm going to eat some popcorn. Alright. Oh, man. Alright, 3 sets of these. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ow. Ah. 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 All right. I don't have my phone on me. Or do I? Yeah, I do. Ah. So 90-second break. Ah. Sip of iced tea. I'll add a little bit of fruit too. Yeah, the second this is over, I'm going to take a shower. I need it, believe me. 30 seconds to the next set. Nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. Boop. Oh. So one more set, and then it's on to the presses. Resistant resistance band presses, forward and reverse. And it would help if I set the timer. I'm gonna have some more of this. There's more than enough to last me till the end. I have to keep tension on the bottom anchor because it's an eye hook. It's not an actual hook. It's a eye screw. I wanted to be able to loop the resistance bands through it, so I took a hacksaw to it, but I cut too much away. So the fittings for the resistance bands will slip right out. I am not a craftsman. I mean, I'm pretty good with my hands. I'm pretty good with tools, but I do screw up. I guess everyone does. Ah, and I guess my screw ups aren't any worse than anyone else's. 5 seconds. Oh boy. Halfway there. Oh, 2 minute break. So it's the presses after this. And let me just see which ones I'm using. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, I didn't do the presses last week. Alrighty. So I'm gonna just take a guess that I was using the medium bands, the blue ones. Um, I was probably using them doubled over. I'm gonna start at the top. I think I'm gonna do forward, then reverse, or reverse then forward. Um, we'll see. Low. You know what? I'm gonna take a look at a different workout. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna see which ones work. I'm trying to cut down on the amount of experimenting I have to do to figure out which bands to use. And I was doing that by taking a look at the old videos. But let's just see what happens using the medium. I have a feeling I might have to switch to the lights. And we'll start with these. Actually, this feels kind of good. 90-second break. Some bananas and cherries. And then I'm going to do, actually, those were reverse presses. So I'm going to do the forward presses next. And hopefully I won't choke on a cherry. And since I swallowed them all, I guess I won't. Back in January, I almost choked to death twice because of a blueberry going down the wrong pipe. And they're not pipes, they're, organs. Yeah, I was almost taken out by a blueberry, which would be, that'd be funny. I mean, I am at, well, actually, I think my body was donated to science. So when I die, there's no headstone or anything, but it would be funny on some report somewhere saying, manner of death, blueberry. That would be funny. Oh boy. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So the last time I was exercising, I was talking about first love and first passion. And I said my first love was, well, my first desire was to be a fighter pilot. Actually, it wasn't. My first desire was to be Godzilla, but not to be the monster Godzilla, to be the guy in a suit, because I recognized from, like, I was maybe 3 or 4 when I saw my first Godzilla movie, and I suspect it wasn't Godzilla with Raymond Burr, which is usually the first Godzilla movie Americans see. I have a feeling it was Godzilla versus Megalon, because that was around the time, around 1972, 73. I was around 4 or 5 years old. And I know that I recognized immediately that Godzilla was a guy in a suit smashing a model city, and that's what I wanted to do. That was my career goal for when I was like 4 or 5 years old. Later on, when I realized, the prospects of landing such a job were probably quite slim, I decided I wanted to be a fighter pilot. And I obviously did not become a fighter pilot. Ah. 90-second break. I'm going to get a refill. I'll be right back. And there's no golden retriever sitting by my door waiting for a treat. Oh my. It is Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. I heard something against the door. I thought it was the dog. The dog is always looking for a treat. She's a good girl, but she pooped in the kitchen today. It's weird because I used to give her a treat for pooping outside, but then she stopped pooping outside. She started pooping inside, thinking like she would go outside, she would pee, and then she would come in looking for a treat. And yeah, I ended up screwing up my sister's dog really bad. And she's 11 years old. I mean, she's got like maybe, what, 3, 4 years left? Now she's going to be crapping in the kitchen. Oh, well. There we go. That rattling I thought was the band snapping and getting ready to smack me in the back of the head. Yeah. I'm going to use the light bands for the bottom anchor. I kind of remember using the light bands for the bottom anchor because the bottom anchor is further from my shoulders, and my shoulders are kind of like the fulcrum or the center of where the force is like most stabilized. I don't know. What was funny, I have a friend who's a science teacher, and he asked me to rattle off the 5 simple machines, and I did it. You know, there was, or actually, I think there were 3. There's the pulley, there's the lever, there's the inclined plane. I think it's just the 3 simple machines, or there might be 5. I don't know. I'm a dumbass, but I remember the first one I mentioned was the inclined plane. He was like, "Oh, that's the one everyone forgets," and I was like, "Well, that's why I mentioned it first." You know? Ah, but it was cool. He's a good guy. He's very critical of me sometimes because he's the quintessential alpha male, and I shit. People say, I'm not a beta. I mean, I think I might be like omega or something. I'm just not. I'm not a forceful. I'm not aggressive. I'm not that kind of guy. I never was. I never will be. Um. Oh wow. There's a guy named Spencer Cornelia who I've been just absolutely just nuts about. He's a funny guy, and he did a what do you call it? He did a video called "The Secret Way Presidents Get Wealthy," and it has Bill and Hillary right in front, and that cracks me up. So I'm gonna watch that video after I'm done with my workout, and after I do the bottom anchor presses, I'm gonna try something else by a guy who goes by the name Dr. Gaines. His name is Mike Kamalu, Dr. Mike Kamalu. And he brought up a really interesting point about working the biceps. And as you can see, I have itty bitty little tiny biceps. So I'm going to go back a little more. I have a feeling if you know what, I'm going to try the mediums. I still wear sweatpants everywhere because I'm waiting for my waist measurement to get down to 30. Vanity, right? Yeah, this is right. My girl, who pooped in the kitchen today, is now barking at the door. I have a feeling that's my microphone. I'll be right back. I thought it was Amazon. I hoped it was Amazon. It's not Amazon. It's my neighbors doing an oil change across the street. Um, Ow! Oh God, my hair is all tangled. Ow! Ow! I usually feel so good to run my hands through my hair. Anyway, I ordered a microphone 2 days ago. It's Antelope something or other, but it's a modeling mic, and it comes with software that allows you to emulate a wide variety of microphones that I simply cannot afford. Telefunken and Neumann and I mean, like, I got a pair of SM57s. I got an SM58 for vocals, but I'd never had a large diaphragm condenser mic before, and I'm about to get one today. All right. These are going to be the last of the resistance band exercises. Ooh. And then I'm going to use the flat band. Oh, oh, wow. Yeah, today I moved a lot of stuff at the farm. We have a garage there, and there was a bunch of tools and stuff that they wanted up in the loft. The thing is, though, is that the stairs up to the loft are kind of handmade, and they're not. The steps are all like different dimensions. So I almost went tumbling down them a couple of times. But so what they did is they loaded the front end loader of the tractor, and I stood up in the doorway of the loft and pulled things off of there, and oh God, it knocked the poop out of me. But still doing this. And as I was talking about before, about like my first passion was music. This is the newest passion in my life, and I love it. Ooh, which one is this? I need a heavy one. This is the medium. These are my sisters. I borrowed them. Oh dear, what did I do? I mentioned in part one, looking back here, it looks like the room is really clean. Out of view with the camera. Oh my God, what a mess. And if you hear me digging through it, this I think is the light one. I need the heavy one. Yeah, the pink one is the light one. Yeah, you know what? I'll just use the medium. All right, that was 2 minutes. Um, this exercise comes from a guy named Dr. Gaines. That's his handle on YouTube. His name is Dr. Mike Kamalu, I think. Oh wait, is this it? Yes, this is the heavy one. All right. Now, what he said was that when you go from pronation to supination, I don't know if you can see my biceps, but it's when they show the most profound usage. So, go with one, two, three, four, five. Oh boy. Six, seven, ah, 9, 10, 11. Whoa. And 12. Ah. Now he does something called the curl, and I have to watch that video again because I was distracted. But he was doing it. I don't know if it was with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. I don't have kettlebells right now, and honestly, my finances are kind of shaky right now, so I don't want to go and spend $60, $70 on a set of kettlebells. They would just be 5, 10, 15, and 20. But I like to have, like with dumbbells, I like to work with pairs. So with kettlebells, I would like to work with pairs. Um, and the one exercise with the kettlebell I'm most interested in, I caught this with Athlean X, And he did it with a dumbbell. When I try it with a dumbbell, my arm is out like this instead of like being close to my core. But what he was doing, Jeff Cavalier, he was curling like this and then rotating and curling like this and back and forth. And for me, I like to work both limbs. So it would be like, and then the left arm. And that's why, I want pairs of kettlebells instead of just a single unit. Um, I think a lot of other people would say don't be an idiot and just switch to kettlebell from hand to hand, but I'm an idiot. How much time? Yeah. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Dr. Mike Kamalo. Ooh. He was saying that when you do curls, only a small portion of that exercise of that movement is working the bicep. You're really working your forearms and the brachialis. And now, from what I understand, is a brachialis that works with the tricep and is part of the bicep as well. I don't know. But he was saying, and he showed it, when you go from pronate to supplinate, you work in your biceps the most. So using a resistance band like this really does it. All right. So I got one more set. But if you watch, um, yeah, you can see that the bicep, I don't know, it does something. I'm sorry. You know what? Go look up Dr. Gaines. He'll explain it so much better than I can. I can't explain it at all. Really, what I do is more or less like demonstration of what consistent exercise can do for you. 2 years ago, I was 100, no, about 80 pounds heavier, 85 pounds heavier. I couldn't get up from the floor without making a ridiculous amount of noises, grunts and squeals and whatnots. Um, it didn't feel good. I feel good now where I am after about a year and 10 months of dedicated work. Um, you don't have to go as wild as I do. Uh, there's a guy named Greg Doucette, who's Greg Doucette actually, who's really good at explaining balancing uh, cardio with weight training, with proper diet, to put yourself in a position to where movement feels good and you find yourself being more capable than you ever were before. And he jokes around. He has these, I guess they're $100 cookbooks. And he often jokes around about, buy my cookbook, buy my cookbook. Ah, but it does seem worthwhile. Anyway, here's the last set. Oh. Ah. Oh. And that's it. Oh. All right. I'm off to the showers and got a bottle of Tito's. Many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back Sunday with leg day. And even though I've been kind of like half-assing it, my workout progress will be updated Sunday evening around 6 p.m. Honestly, around I start thinking about it like 2 or 3, and then I start, thinking about updating the Blender file that I was keeping track of my weight on and all that. And then around 5 or 6, I'll start looking up other Blender tutorials. And then, I'll realize quarter after, oh crap, I got to do the workout progress. So anyway, I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting